Some notes right there to start the live stream off with a vulgar display of overplaying, as one does. Yeah. Johnny Layton says, this is why I practice cross picking. We have string problems? I don't know what's going on with that. Should be good. Close out that and see if this helps. See if that helps a little bit. Is the stream okay? It says I'm getting some kind of error. No, I don't know. Zero hang on how about giant guitarist? Hang on about giant guitar. I don't know what that means. Johnny Layton says, this is exactly why I practice cross-picking bluegrass and hot country licks every time I pick up my guitar for practice. Yeah, so let's check this out. You can see in this tune that I just played just how much country cross-picking all these kind of licks. Let me get on a cleaner tone. A little more clean. This tune was kind of written as a blend of Dixie Dregs and, you know, the Brent Mason Pick It Apart, Hot Wired type of stuff. It was just like kind of a kitchen sink kind of tune. And there's a lot of parts to it. I'm really excited for you guys to see the music video for it. It comes out June 4th. There's a lot of tasty tricks in this tune. And there's a little bit of that Leslie West mountain kind of thing, you know. It's like that kind of thing is the. So even if we look at that melody line, which is kind of played with more of the rock tone, right? Kind of that thing. It's all of those kind of pedal steel bends. Let me turn this board. Kick so far. There we go. The pedal steel bends that happen in it are very much like, you know, I take the root, the fifth, and the second, and I bend that up to the third, so you get that kind of sound. So if we take that and here with the rock tone, and that's a really great line that a lot of people use on the high strings, which it's a classic kind of rock bend. But you can use it on the low strings. It sounds great. Right there too. So if we have that head, right, we have it's kind of blending the bluesier rock stuff, but with a little more country flair that you would have Like fiddle tune-ish kind of harmony. And that's just looking at the E major scale. Flat 7 though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kind of a mixo thing. Now I'm going to start adding notes in. So let's add in the flat 3 and the 3. Very, very Steve Morsey. So now we have 1, 2, minor 3, 3, 4, flat 5, 5. So we have a lot of chromatic there. So if you start blending, you start kind of developing your own sound. And I don't just mean like play a Steve Lukather lick and then play a Joe Pass lick. That's not really what I'm saying. What I'm saying is like scoping out and looking at genres and being like, okay, this is the kind of country fiddle tune harmony. And then have some rock bends. Some flat 5 stuff. And the flat 5 not playing the 4 or the 5. Right? You get some really fun sounds with that. Very Steve Morsey. So everybody see what I'm doing there? I'm really just playing a lot of phrases with this ingredient of 1, 2, flat 3, 3, 4, flat 5, 5, 6, flat 7, 1, 2, 3, flat 3, 3, 4, flat 5, 5. So then I start blending in some of that slide stuff. go. Right. There we go. There we go. Somewhat. That's all just minor pentatonic stuff right there, just stretched out. All right, so blurring the lines, blending things around, and finding little nuggets in your playing to take you from one idea to the next it's really just a game of phrasing. And you only phrase really as good as the music that you listen to, right? You got to have that internal sense of musicality turned up to 11. That way what you're playing just doesn't feel like it's just a bunch of stuff super glued together. You feel like you're entering and exiting the turns with a musical sensibility versus playing a lick, stopping, resetting, playing another lick, right? It's what glues everything together. It's what glues it all together, right? So like an example would be like if you play it simple. So that's not really exactly how I would play that with like I was playing it to perform, right? It would be like... You see how there's just little connective tissue and I'm holding the notes into each other? And not playing it with like this. It's like... Looking at the pentatonic that goes up and down one string. Okay, here we go. Hit some questions here. I want to get this thing rolling. Thanks for hanging out with me today. As always, love to see you guys, and looking forward to a good hang this afternoon. Hang out for another half hour or so, digging back into it after that. And we've got Mark Kirby says, what's new song? It's great already. Yeah, it is a new song. That is the Free Range Chicken. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy that. It's going to be coming out on June 4th, which I'm really excited about. Salutations to Mexico. Hope you're doing good down there. Cheers, Germany. Great to see you in Germany for sure. Some folks in Atlanta. Great. Just stopped practicing Forgotten Secrets. That's a great example too of blurring genres, because that, kind of comes out of that kind of sound, right? Yeah, I mean, this is definitely live. Somebody said, is this live? I'm like, hell yeah, it's live. Do we play through Forgotten Secrets? Let's do it. It'll be fun. Almost stuck the landing. Yeah, but we're almost done. Maybe I should have went with that. Something like that, yeah. Sounds pretty good though. Sounded okay. Sounded all right. Not the best, not the worst. Dustin Chang is in the house. Dustin, Andy, I'd like to appeal to your inner nerd for a second. 1986 Transformer movies theme. I don't know that theme. I should. Is that the one? You got the touch. That thing, right? It's a good one. This one says, what pickups are these in this guitar? I get more comments on these pickups, really. These are the signature woodbuckers, and they sound really, really great. It's like, check it out. One thing that's really important is like when you get a nice dark lead tone for the bridge pickup. I like that kind of thing, you know, that almost Eric Johnson for the bridge. When you go to the neck pickup, you want that clarity to still retain, right? And on the highest gain setting, all that clarity is still there. Neck pickup is still there. Still there on the neck pickup. To me, it's really important, right? It's like, I think they split good and sound good clean too. pickups sound really great, like across the board, middle tone. And they say you can't get a Stratocaster neck pickup out of it. I mean, I think it sounds stratty, you know. That sounds stratty as hell to me. Get this great split kind of telly thing. Suck on that one. I mean, it sounds really great for Strat stuff. Really great for this Stratty thing back here. That's kind of more the... Right, kind of that thing. Was it? But it's also this thing. Yeah. Kind of a walkthrough of the, the pickups and everything that I kind of use. It's like kind of a, it's not really meant to be all things to all people, because I feel like those kind of products, they lose their identity. I feel like this at its core is still just a working man's telly. It's just got accoutrements that make what it means to be the working man a lot more accessible these days, because the spread of genre for me personally has to be wider, right? Like the spread of my reach of music, I go super heavy and then I go super, super clean, right? So it's like, and within the world of clean, it's not really the thing where I have one clean tone and that's it. Like I have 5 main clean tones. So it's really like, to me, that's what's really important. I guess in when we develop this is the 10-year anniversary of this guitar. We have a really special model coming out this year. We're going to do, I don't know how much I can say. We're going to do a very limited run of units, and there will be a very special anniversary version of this. This guitar was developed to kind of look like a muscle car, kind of like Eleanor, ish. Flat black rat rod with a brushed aluminum guard, just really user driver focused, and it's a player's guitar. That's the way I like to think of it. It's a player's guitar. It's not something that is meant or designed to hang on the wall. With the choosing of the materials, as you can tell, it wears really cool. A lot of guitars, when they have the really nice tops or whatever, they wear down. You feel like kind of bummed out. This actually is meant to be played. You can see some belt rash on it, and it's a player's guitar, and the more you play it, the more it looks cool. And yeah, it's just, this one's been around. It's got a lot of, this is special. Yeah, this is special right here. So, yeah. So, let me hit some questions here for you guys. A lot of kind words. Thank you. I'm just kind of noodling today. Steve's in the house saying I'm like Beast Boy. I could or Morph, right? Or Mystique, right? Like that, wasn't that what they did? So these strings that I'm using, they're a hybrid set. It's kind of like starts on a 9, but it goes to a 46. So it's like a 9 set and a 10 set mixed together. I like that for the fender scale length, and when the headstock goes this way. When the headstock goes that way and the tuners are down here and the E is short, I use a 10. And on Gibsons, I use 10s. So yeah. The cleaner tones are nice, aren't they? They're just really jaw dropping. Like, that's a great word. Like when I go to those clean tones, it's really inspiring to me. That's really a good point, is those clean tones. I want those to be money, right? Right. It's really beautiful, right? Right. It's kind of got that thing right there, man. It's really kind of like piano-y, which I like. Is there an option to get different finishes on the telly? Looking for a drop or a swirl with the Floyd. You can do the drop or the swirl, but it won't be the Andy Wood model. So there will be 2 new finishes coming out this year that I think you're going to like, but they're super limited. So yeah. What is your approach on soloing country and blues? It's really kind of similar to what I was talking about at the beginning of the show here today. It's like finding the right tone, first of all. So like a really great bridge pickup sound is really important for me for country. So when I'm seeing the blues or the country stuff, you know, start with, can you play up and down 1 or 2 strings? So do it on the D string. Start combining them with the other strings. So that's your harmonic identification. And then you're going to think about ornaments. Like, I don't want every note to be played the same way. I want to have different notes, so I'm going to use some hybrid picking. I'm really just trying any gospel stuff. So the gospel stuff, I'm trying to think about like playing the 2/5, as Mike Hicks would say. I'd play the 2/5 into wherever I'm going. So if I'm going to F, that would be like an approach. So I would 2/5 into F from C. Kind of blending all that kind of gives you your own gumbo. It kind of gives you your own flavor. And like, I don't really try to commit to the point of like, oh, I'm a neo soul player, or I like try to be too far into one realm or the other. I just try to grab the things that I like the way they sound and you know, implement them. Try, if you like the way those double stops sound, it's like find those in all these different places, right? Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty sounding guitar, and you know, it screams too. It's the total ripper. Dustin says he's hoping for Shelby blue and Camaro yellow. You're close. Think more exotic. We're gonna do a more of exotic inspired coloring. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Steven says he'd like to have a B-bender in it. That's interesting too. I've got a B-bender back here. That one right there has a beat bender in it. It's a great guitar too. It's my OG original Fender one. So yeah, just checking the comments here. I'll do a little housekeeping. If you enjoy what you're seeing and you enjoy the hang, please think about going over to Patreon, throwing $5 at it. $5 will get you access to thousands of videos. And if you are interested in maybe learning some of this stuff and applying it to your playing, you can join in at the $25 tier and get access to a weekly live masterclass, which is really awesome. And those take place on Zoom, so you can ask me questions. It's really super interactive, which is nice. Little more interactive here than the old live streams, right? Or the live streams on YouTube. But that's over at patreon.com/AndyWoodMusic, and we'll be doing our Zoom hang tomorrow night from 6 to 8. So Eastern. In other news, the Woodshed Guitar Experience is coming up in September. I know it seems like it's a ways away, but it'll be here before you know it. We've sold out of the single cabins. So if you're interested in partaking in that and you want to join up, that's at woodshedguitarexperience.com. We will have Andy Timmons, Brent Mason, Steve Morse, Ariel Posen, Jake Workman there, Tom Quayle, Dave Beebe. It was this absolutely sick lineup, just maxed out lineup. That's Woodshed Guitar Experience. Steve Newsom, thank you for that 10 spot. Thank you for that beer money, my friend. I appreciate you so much. Just to clarify on the string gauge, let me clarify the string gauge. That string gauge is 9, 11, 16, 26, 36, 46. Yeah, that's right. ATX. Yeah. Dennis, thank you, man. Be blessed, my friend. Appreciate you guys. Seriously. Like, you guys don't know how much your support encourages me and it inspires me, and it keeps me going when things feel like you're kind of getting hit with the waves of the industry. It's all really good stuff, but it's very hard sometimes. It's very difficult. And this is not me complaining or bitching or anything like that. It's very difficult. I want to make the best content that I can for you guys. I want to play the best guitar that I can for you guys. I feel like music to me in a lot of ways is something not that I do, but it's something that it's a language that we all speak, and I look at it as like a gift, and I want to make the best gift that I can for you guys. And that content is challenging because oftentimes you're robbing Peter to pay Paul as far as the financial standings of it, because I want to make great music videos. We've got a great couple of videos in the armory ready to be released, one of which will come out in June, and then the next one will come out in July. And we are already having the business meetings that are needed to plan the next one that's hopefully going to come out at the beginning of fall. And, these are expensive items, and keeping a website and an online store and buying merch and pre-ordering all the things we need to pre-order is very expensive. And I appreciate you guys so much. I can't stress that. So if you like what you see and you like the things that I do, think about popping over to Patreon. And think about maybe going to AndyWoodMusic.com and checking out the tour dates. I'd love to see you guys in person. We got some great dates coming up in June at the end of the month. I'm going to be in North Carolina playing some dates with Seth Rosenblum. And we have an amazing show for you guys in Nashville. An amazing show coming June 23rd. With special guest Brent Mason will be there. Seth will be there. Mike Hicks is going to be there. Jim Riley is going to come out. Andy Campbell's going to be on drum kit. Ben Eller's going to be playing bass guitar. We're going to have just an amazing night of music there at the Cannery in Nashville. Tickets are on sale now. Again, that's Nashville at the Cannery. It's going to be amazing. Come to Knoxville. I'm here. I live here. Anyways, that's my housekeeping. That's my spiel. If you like what you see, think about keeping the fires burning for $5 a month, on one of those subscription tiers, because that really is what allows me to invest into the things like the pedal board and the gear, so you guys can have good audio and good video. I want to get another camera so you guys can get multiple camera setups and things like that. So I appreciate that so much. Any of that. New album will be coming out in July. Yeah, I actually work out of Nashville a lot, obviously. But yeah, I live here in Knoxville. I just work out of Nashville. Kind words here from Dennis, man. Appreciate you, man. Peace to you, brother. Stephen Kerr is in the house. I was challenged in guitar playing. Woodshed experience on YouTube with EVH was a mind blower, and I hope I can see this show and rig. Yeah, man. The Woodshed Guitar Experience in September is a 4-day weekend event, and it's like a rock star retreat kind of thing. And we bring in all these great players. You guys are there. Your admission. It's a premium event where your admission gets you one-on-one, small group lesson classes with these guys, Steve Morris and Brent Mason and stuff. They get you small private concerts every night, covers all your food and lodging and alcohol and those kind of things. But yeah, just the hang and the magic of Woodshed is really, it's really impressive, and it's really special, and it's something that inspires me, and it inspires people to get to come. So yeah, Woodshed Guitar Experience is definitely that kind of thing. If you're interested, I encourage you to go sign up as soon as possible. At least put a deposit down, because the rooms are going quickly. So that's the thing. Much love to you guys. With that said, blurring your genres, let's just put a bow on this chat, the blending styles, blurring lines. And I tried to swing through in this show as wide of a facility as I could mentally think of. Obviously there was a lot of genres I didn't get to. I didn't play very any classical or jazz or anything like that. But, when you're approaching your practice time, and you discover a lick from a player, try to change enough of that lick to fit into another genre. That's the challenge. That's the challenge, and that's also the reward. That's where guys take it to that next level. Stevie Ray put so much rock into the blues, right? And now it just seems like that's how you play the blues. But before him, it was an Albert King thing, but Stevie amped up the adrenaline, and that goes for country too. Like Brent was playing so much funky, jazzy type of stuff in his solos, really adding a lot of clever enclosures and jazzier things, swing things into his playing. That's what made Brent stand out. And that's Steve Morse blending the bluegrass and the classical with the rock stuff. The idea is, if you learn one thing, that's not one thing. That can be 5 different genres. You just need to sit and there's nothing like sitting with the instrument and trying to pull these licks and lines into other genres, right? Into other areas. So that's kind of my thoughts on the blending and blurring lines. It's not really something I can say as much. I can just show you like how one lick can be in multiple ways other licks, right? So you can just use that free range chicken playthrough as kind of an example of that, right? So with that said, I hope you guys get a lot of time to practice this week. There's nothing like time on the instrument. There's not a video you can watch or a tab you can download that will replace the time that you spend on the instrument. That's the most important thing. Stay passionate about the playing. That's the most important thing, man. I appreciate you guys so much. Paul, much love to you guys. Johnny, I see all you guys in the chat, man. It's really great to have you guys hanging out with us today. And with that said, man, that's going to do it for this week. And I appreciate you again, as always. And I will see you guys real soon.